Hi, and welcome to another Brewer's Workshop video session. Today we're going to be talking about the Brewer's Workshop process methods. This is some pretty cool stuff, and I'm really excited to show it to you. Let me start by tapping on the recipes to get to the recipe list. And I'm going to go ahead and select a recipe, and in the bottom left-hand corner you'll see a section called Process. Here we have icons for water chemistry adjustment, mashing schedule, fermentation schedule, and note-taking. All very important things for home brewers. So let's start out, and just the thing that I really want to emphasize is how drop dead simple this all is, and all the work that Brewer's Workshop will do for you. I'm going to tap the water icon to do a water chemistry adjustment. Now, taking a look at it, I had a 10-gallon batch, so I'm going to go ahead and say I want to adjust about 14 gallons of water. And the amount that you adjust is independent from your batch size or boil size. This is just your hot water kettle, how much water you're going to have in there, so it can calculate the correct salt water adjustments. Now, under water style, it says tap to select. I'm going to select Dublin, and boom, I'm done. My water chemistry calculations have been made. I need to add a little chalk, a little gypsum, and some calcium chloride. If I wanted to try a different water, let's say London. All right, my water chemistry adjustment has been calculated. Notice also that it has added 7 gallons of distilled and 7 gallons of tap to give me my 14 gallons of water. It automatically dilutes if it needs to hone in on the correct salt water adjustment. If you want to save it, you would tap the green check mark. If you want to clear it, tap the red minus, and that allows you to start over. So it's just drop dead simple on doing your water chemistry adjustments. Here's Edinburgh, and the whole suite's filled in, no dilution necessary. I'm going to accept that. The mashing, I just tapped on the mash tun there, is similar. Select a profile, and the way the mash is set up is that you decide how many rests you want and whether you want to mash out. So if I want a triple rest with a mash out, I would select that. The next screen starts out with my ambient temperature and then my 3 rest temperatures as well as the mash out temperature. And it also allows me to select an initial mash thickness. Now the ambient temperatures and the mash thickness are set in the defaults in the settings area, and they're transferred over here to be used. Now I'm going to do a double decoction, and then I'm going to do an infusion for the last rest at my mash out temperature. I look at those and it automatically calculates that my thickness at the last step is going to be 1.75 quarts per pound. I'll go ahead and accept that, and now I have my instructions. I dough in 24.2 quarts at 95 degrees. Then I decoct 8 quarts, then 7, and then I mash out by infusing boiling water. I am not going to go for 45 minutes. I'm going to go for about 5 minutes on that last step. And I'm done. That's my mashing schedule. All the volumes are calculated for me automatically. Now, if you look at the gravity, you'll see that I have some dates in there and some measured gravities. So my brewing, racking, and bottling. I take that one step further by tapping on the fermentation schedule, and here I can enter dates, and it'll tell me the days and the temperatures that I have conditioned for primary, secondary, and bottled. I can also lager it for a period of time if I want to, or not. And I don't know if you noticed, but the estimated serving date changes according to whether you're lagering or not. So let me go ahead and accept that. And then finally, on the brewing notes, I had some notes I wanted to paste in there so I didn't spend too much time typing. But let me go ahead and add some brewing notes. And now, I just love this. Let me go ahead and in the title area, I'm going to tap on the @email icon. And as we go down here, I now have my brewing notes, my mashing schedule, my fermentation schedule, and my water chemistry adjustment. They are all in my notes. And I can email it out to a friend, but it's all documented very nicely. And I can also print it if you have an AirPlay enabled printer. So I hope I conveyed just how simple it is to add a mashing schedule, to do water chemistry adjustments, adding notes. The Brewer's Workshop really helps you document your process and does just an outstanding job of that. Thank you for joining me.